Imagine a world where the air we breathe holds a hidden treasure trove of nitrogen, essential for life, yet locked away in a form most living things can't touch, until tiny microbes step in to unlock it. It's a silent revolution happening in our planet's waters, and it's about to challenge everything we thought we knew about global ecology. Nitrogen stands as one of the building blocks of all known life on Earth, fueling the growth of plants, animals, and even the tiniest plankton in the oceans. But here's the catch: the vast majority of Earth's nitrogen floats around in the atmosphere as dinitrogen gas, N2, a molecule so stable that most organisms simply can't break it apart to use it. Enter the unsung heroes of the microbial world. These clever bacteria and other microbes perform a remarkable process known as biological nitrogen fixation. Through this, they convert the inert gas into usable forms like ammonia, NH3, which plants and algae can readily absorb. From there, the nitrogen cascades up the food chain, nourishing everything from zooplankton to the fish that eat them, and ultimately, the animals that consume those fish. It's like a natural alchemy that keeps the cycle of life spinning. For decades, scientists have poured their efforts into studying nitrogen fixation in the vast open ocean and on land, where forests and soils play starring roles. But what about the other aquatic systems? Rivers, lakes, ponds, estuaries, and coastal waters have been largely overlooked, treated as mere footnotes in the grand narrative of global nitrogen budgets. These are the estimates of how much nitrogen cycles through our planet's ecosystems and atmosphere. But here's where it gets controversial. What if these overlooked small systems are actually giants in disguise, wielding disproportionate influence? Funded by the National Science Foundation, NSF, a vibrant research coordination network led by Nicholas Ray from the University of Delaware's School of Marine Science and Policy is flipping the script. Their groundbreaking paper, just published in the prestigious journal Science, shines a spotlight on nitrogen fixation in freshwater and coastal ecosystems, revealing insights that could rewrite the textbooks. Ray, an assistant professor with a passion for marine mysteries, explains that historically, these systems flew under the radar when it came to global nitrogen tallies. We knew researchers were out there measuring nitrogen fixation rates in ponds, lakes, rivers, streams, and estuaries, Ray shares, but that crucial data was never making it into the big picture budgets. So we embarked on a massive synthesis, compiling almost 5,000 measurements from these aquatic havens. And this is the part most people miss. When they crunched the numbers, the team discovered that despite covering less than 10% of Earth's surface, inland and coastal waters are fixing nitrogen at rates equivalent to 15% of the total fixed worldwide, including both terrestrial lands and the open ocean. Picture this: a humble pond or a winding estuary, small in scale but mighty in impact, contributing far more to the nitrogen puzzle than their size suggests. This was an incredibly exciting result, Ray enthuses. It's reshaping our fundamental understanding of how these systems fit into the global nitrogen cycle. To put it simply for beginners, nitrogen fixation is like a biological bank that withdraws from the atmospheric vault and deposits it into the ecosystem's economy. Without it, plants would starve, and the entire web of life would unravel. The findings highlight how even modest bodies of water can amplify this process, perhaps due to unique conditions like warmer temperatures or nutrient-rich sediments that supercharge microbial activity. None of this would have happened without the power of collaboration, Ray notes. The NSF's Research Coordination Network fostered a space where scientists from diverse backgrounds could bounce ideas off each other, refine theories, and merge perspectives. These working groups are goldmines for sparking innovation, Ray says. You share your thoughts, get feedback, and suddenly, you uncover breakthroughs you never anticipated. We were thrilled when this paper landed in Science. When we started, we didn't dream it would go that far. It's all thanks to those varied voices pushing us forward. Ray wasn't new to this arena. He co-led a previous NSF working group that, just in January, released a comprehensive global dataset on nitrogen fixation rates across inland and coastal waters, available at https://aslopubs.onlinelibrary.wiley.com/doi/full/1002/lol2.10 for 5.9. This latest science paper builds directly on that foundation, using the dataset to unveil these eye-opening estimates. Now, here's a controversial twist. Could this newfound importance mean we need to rethink how we manage our waterways, especially in polluted areas. With another NSF group gearing up to build on this work, the researchers are eyeing exciting frontiers. Ray is eager to explore how these datasets can pinpoint exactly when and where nitrogen fixation peaks. Think seasonal blooms triggered by sunlight, or after heavy rains. Moreover, now that we know these systems punch above their weight, the focus can shift to practical tools for management. Take Ray's backyard examples, Rehoboth Bay and Indian River Bay, just a short drive from the University of Delaware's Lewis campus. These coastal gems are bombarded with excess nitrogen from runoff, fertilizers, and sewage, leading to pollution like harmful algal blooms that choke out marine life. We can now investigate whether nitrogen fixation exacerbates these issues or, conversely, helps mitigate them, Ray explains. Is it a minor player we can ignore, or a key factor we must address in our efforts to curb nitrogen inputs? For a deeper dive, check out the full science paper on the global importance of nitrogen fixation in inland and coastal waters at https://www.science.org/doi/10.1126/science.adt1511. What do you think? Does this revelation change how you view our planet's water systems, from overlooked backwaters to vital ecological powerhouses? And here's a thought-provoking question. If these small systems are fixing so much nitrogen, should we prioritize protecting them over sprawling ocean expanses, or does that unfairly downplay the ocean's role? Share your opinions in the comments below. Do you agree these findings warrant a management overhaul, or do you see potential flaws in the data? Let's discuss.